What is going on, guys? The Inside the Blue podcast, and today we're breaking down the Yankees. It's been a bit of a time. It's been 10 days the last time I've recorded an episode on the New York Yankees, and the last time we were talking about it, it was about the downfall of Clay Holmes and why he should not be the closer. And hey, we got an answer. He's not the closer anymore. It's pretty much anyone at this point. It could be Tommy Kahnle. It could be, Jake Cousins. It could be Luke Weaver, who's been awesome, by the way. It could be anyone. And that's what I do like about this bullpen is that we could throw anyone out there in the closing position besides Clay Holmes, and we can get outs. And that's what it's going to come down to, when it gets to October baseball, and games mean a lot more. But every game matters right now for the New York Yankees. The Boston series, we'll get into it. We'll talk about the Yankees and some struggling players, some players that are starting to rise again, and some players that aren't on the rise. Some people that are struggling, some people that, it is what it is. Like, players go through slumps. Aaron Judge went through his slump because he went on a Paw Patrol episode. Bunch of stuff going on with the Yankees. Juan Soto isn't playing like Juan Soto, but hey, I'm not saying that these guys are something to worry about. Like, Aaron Judge is Aaron Judge. Juan Soto is Juan Soto. Like, these guys are humans. They're going to go through slumps. It is what it is, right? All we can ask for as Yankee fans is to lock up this division and play good baseball going into October. They want to end September on a high note. They don't want to go in and oh no, we lost 4 of our last 6 or something like that, because before you know it, this regular season is going to be over soon, and we're going to see who ends up on top of the AL East. Is it going to be the New York Yankees, or is it going to be the Baltimore Orioles? As of now, the Yankees do have a 2.5 game lead on the Orioles. Orioles are currently playing, and the last time I checked was in the 5th inning. They were up 1-0 over the Detroit Tigers, so we'll monitor that throughout the video. But with the Yankees, of course, we got to get into the players. Just checking out the score right now. So the Orioles are up 1-0. They got 2 men on with 1 out. So I'm going to say they probably do win today, unless the Tigers find a way to win. So we have to kind of go on the expectation that the Yankees are going to lose today, which they did, and the Baltimore Orioles gaining some little bit of ground on the Yankees, right? Orioles probably are going to win. It is what it is. Players to catch up to: Aaron Judge batting .222 in the last 15 games. Nothing to worry about, all right? The guy is going to be fine. He just helped out the Yankees win a game, just recently. Anthony Volpe, right? This guy, Anthony Volpe, he goes through such stretches. Man, it is unbelievable, this guy's young career. He looks amazing. 15 games, he's batting .370. And then he hits the downwards roller coaster, and now he's batting .200 in the last 15, and in his last 10, he's batting .152. So, like I said in a way earlier podcast, I don't remember the episode, what type of Anthony Volpe are we going to get in the postseason? Because, if you get this, it's assuming this happens, right? Assuming the Yankees play in the ALDS and they win, and Anthony Volpe is amazing. And then you go in the ALCS, and he looks like a completely different ball player. That is something to monitor for now and his future with the New York Yankees. And I'm not saying, all right, if this guy is a terrible 2024 postseason, get it on the ship and we don't want you anymore. I'm not saying that at all. He's a young player. But we don't like inconsistencies like a roller coaster. We don't like that, all right? We want players that, all right, if they go through a slump, it is what it is. Alex Verdugo has started to hit better. He's been .264 in the last 15 games with a home run. His first in what feels like forever. And Dominguez is up as well. It seems like those guys are kind of playing 50-50 playing time. If Judge is DHing, maybe we expect Dominguez. Stuff like that. And listen, we haven't really talked about Dominguez because we've been praying that this guy can get called up. He gets called up. A bit of a slow start, but it's fine. It's fine. He's got some time, not much time in the regular season. to figure out that swing, figure out the difference between minor league pitching and major league pitching, because it is much different. I think we all know that as fans. But I just want him to get comfortable, get in the outfield, make some nice plays, swing a hot bat going into October, and we could have a very fun lineup this upcoming postseason. Anthony Rizzo's back, DJ LeMahieu's on the injured list with a hip. John Birdie's back. A lot of guys are coming back. Trent Grisham, we haven't heard from him ever. I don't think he's ever going to play. It's tough to get him in the lineup. Do I want him in the lineup? No. So it really doesn't matter. And like Trent Grisham, when we got him in the Juan Soto trade, I didn't expect this guy to put up elite offensive numbers. And his defense has been good, I guess, okay. There were some times that he definitely could have made the play. He did not. But Juan Soto batting .232 in his last 15. And Gleyber Torres, Gleyber Day is so back. Gleyber Day is back, and it's back in the leadoff spot. This guy gets into the leadoff spot and says, hey, I'm going to start producing now when they need me more and need me most. And Gleyber Torres has definitely done that. .302 batting average in his last 15 games, 19 hits as well, and I think, if I'm not mistaken, he's batting like .400 or something when he's been in the leadoff spot, so you could definitely pencil him in for being the leadoff hitter come postseason baseball. And hey, I'm happy for Gleyber, because Gleyber was benched numerous times for his lack of hustle or his defensive errors, because he does have the most defensive errors as a second baseman in the league, but I'm happy for the guy. The only issue is that that upcoming contract. Like, what is an upcoming contract going to be for Gleyber Torres? Is it going to be another 1-year deal? Or is it going to be like a bridge deal? Like it's a 2-year deal? What is that with Gleyber Torres? But, getting into Juan Soto, too, before we talk more Gleyber talk, like I said, Judge and Soto, not worried at all with these guys struggling at all. There's no reason to panic and hit the panic button, because Juan Soto and Aaron Judge aren't batting .300 in their last 15 games. But now, if Gleyber Torres is going to start playing hot and Alex Verdugo is going to start swinging a better bat, that's huge, because you can't win a World Series with just 2 players. You just can't. So you need guys like Alex Verdugo to play better. You need guys like Anthony Volpe to get more consistent bats and getting on base. Jazz Chisholm's been awesome as well. He got caught stealing today in the Boston game as I'm recording this. We'll get into the Boston series in a few minutes. But yeah, 2 guys, it can't happen. It's a team sport. Every World Series team has, been dealt with adversity, and it's really that team that's going to come up and those 9 hitters that are going to score the most runs. And I know that's obvious, but you look at the Texas Rangers, that was a complete offensive team. You look at the Houston Astros, every time they win, despite the scandals and all that, they had a complete team. And I kind of can't even really say other World Series winners, because it feels like the Dodgers and Houston Astros were running away with getting to the World Series. But maybe that's done. Maybe it's the Yankees' turn. It was the Texas Rangers' turn last year, and the Arizona Diamondbacks did not have that on my prediction. And maybe I'll make a video of my prediction. I know it might be a little biased because I'm a Yankee fan, but regardless, I'm a pretty realistic Yankee fan. I'm a very optimistic Yankee fan. You'll definitely learn that. I love optimism, and I'm a big optimistic guy. But yeah, regardless of those players that I just mentioned struggling, Austin Wells has been great. Hey, do the Yankees have a franchise catcher? Am I saying that too early? Or are we officially saying that Austin Wells is the franchise guy behind the plate? It's tough to say. I love him. Obviously, he's going to get the bulk of the reps over Jose Trevino. I don't know. If Garrett Cole is on the mound for Game 1 of either the wild card or the ALDS, wherever the Yankees finish, what is Jose Trevino's role? Is he going to start when Garrett Cole's pitching, or are they going to give it to Austin Wells? I'm not sure what they're going to do. It's definitely like, I guess it's a good thing that the Yankees have questions, and they're good questions. But it's gonna be tough on Aaron Boone to get some of these guys in the lineup. Like Jose Trevino, I don't expect to be playing virtually at all. Like at all. Like I see Austin Wells playing every single postseason game, unless Boone wants to switch things up and have righty lefty matchups that he loves to do. Or give Austin Wells a day off when it's postseason baseball. That is just crazy when I see stuff like that. But another thing, the Yankees have had some fun recently. Few walk-offs, beating up Boston despite today. Good vibes. Good vibes all around. Like I have good vibes as of now heading into October baseball. Like we got rid of the big question of Clay Holmes being the closer. All right, we don't got to deal with that anymore. Like some of these questions, like who's gonna be the leadoff hitter? Found that with Gleyber Torres. Who's gonna be the starting catcher? Austin Wells. Anthony Rizzo has the first baseman slot back. DJ LeMahieu is not gonna play. Ben Rice got sent down. Oswaldo Cabrera is the backup first baseman. Jazz Chisholm is playing third base when we thought we didn't know what we were getting with Jazz Chisholm to begin with when the Yankees traded for Jazz Chisholm. It's good vibes. That's what I'm getting to. It's good vibes for the New York Yankees. I'm having fun. It's great to talk about them again. We've been talking so much Giants football and making some tier lists, all that. It's good to talk about the Yankees, but we got to get to that man. The man right there. Garrett Cole, Boston series. Let's do it. So, the biggest question that all the reporters, Meredith Marakovich, all of those guys, Brian Hawk, all of those guys, Michael Kay in the booth, all of those guys. Why did Garrett Cole intentionally walk Rafael Devers? What are we doing? We're in a game against Boston. Boston has not recorded a hit. Nothing on Garrett Cole. He was pitching unbelievable through 3 1/3. And, then he just goes with, the 4 and then that, we're intentionally walking Rafael Devers and giving Boston a chance. Now, I know there's going to be Yankee fans like, hey, he's batting .350. He may have taken Cole deep. We don't know that. I mean, we will never know that of what if Garrett Cole changed that at bat and actually pitched to him. So we don't know with that. And I mean, my opinion, and that I know everyone's gonna really wonder about the situation is, it's like why give Boston a chance like that? Why would Garrett Cole do that? And there were some things like Boone and the pitching coach and Garrett Cole, they talked about actually being aggressive and intentionally walking Rafael Devers because of the numbers and the analytics. But if you're the ace and you're scared of pitching to people, and I know Rafael Devers gives you nightmares. I understand that, Cole. But there are some times like that situation that you gotta pitch to him. And I was watching the post game show with Jack Curry and Bob and all those guys. Nick Swisher was on it too. And Jack Curry kind of said it pretty perfectly. If they did walk Devers and Tyler O'Neill grounded into a double play, is that really the right manager decision? And is that really the right move? And the answer is no, in my opinion. I forgot what Swish's opinion was. That's like getting out of a lucky jam that you have to be thankful for. That can't happen. Tomorrow, Rafael Devers is going to have another game. He's going to be on the lineup tomorrow. No reason we should be intentionally walking him. Boston's not intentionally walking Judge. They respect Judge. Like, the Yankees should be respecting Rafael Devers. Sure, there were times earlier, like, teams were like, nope, we're not pitching to Judge at all. Not a chance. Now they're starting to pitch to him. And sure, is Judge struggling? Sure. Is it time to hit the panic button? Not even close. There should be no reason that we should be intentionally walking Devers at all. Now, sure, maybe in some type of situations, maybe. But in that situation, there's no way in hell that Rafael Devers should even be considered walking. There's nobody on. There's an out, I believe. And it's just, all right, I'm going to put the four fingers up and Rafael, take your base. And also, Garrett Cole did hit Rafael Devers earlier. So that's also another story. You know, Alex Cora thinks Garrett Cole purposely did it because he doesn't want to face Devers. Come on, guys. Come on. Whether you love the Yankees or you love Boston, you should really know that Garrett Cole doesn't intentionally hit people. He knows what Rafael Devers does. He hits home runs, and he's batting .350 in his career against you. And, I mean, Nick Swisher said it. If you're going to hit him, you're going to throw it 98, 99 at the numbers. Cole did not do that. He threw it, and, I mean, I think Jack Curry said he's just getting, like the grip on his fastball, whatever it was, something like that. I don't really buy that. I think just a missed pitch. I think that's just what it was. No reason to, really say, yeah, Garrett Cole, I know he doesn't want anything at Devers, so of course he plunked him. Of course he did. No, I don't buy that at all. And I guess some other things, too, like, for that game. Obviously, 1 run scored against Brian Bello is not going to cut it. But, I just don't understand because let's the numbers here. I have a picture in my notes. So before the intentional walk, Garrett Cole was 3 1/3, 0 hits, 0 earned runs, and 2 Ks. After the intentional walk, 1 inning pitch, 7 earned runs, and 5 hits. So obviously it didn't pay off. A bunch of reporters were right in, like, hey, what was the reasoning behind that? And obviously, Garrett Cole is scared. He is scared of Rafael Devers, and that can't happen. Not at all. That cannot happen. If you're a ace, your job is to attack and be the bull. Today, you were not the bull. You were bullshit. That was BS what you did. You costed the Yankees. You let up 7 runs because you felt, all right, I don't feel like versing Devers, and nothing's going to happen because he's their best player. What does O'Neill do? That happens. And then I think O'Neill hit, a single? And then Masataka Yoshida hits a double. Rafael Devers scores. And then more problems happen. 7 earned runs. And all of a sudden, after the Yankees leading early in the game 1-0, it's 7-1. So, unacceptable from everybody. From Garrett Cole, from Boone. Either Boone said no or yeah. He said in the post conference that was Cole's decision. I think you were just covering up and saying, yeah, it was Cole's decision. Realistically, I did it. We'll never know. But, yeah, unacceptable. If there's something that is acceptable, it's the Yankees bullpen. And in particularly, it is Luke Weaver. It is, Tim Hill and all these guys. Tommy Kahnle. All these guys. Really solid numbers. Luke Weaver seems to be the new closer for the New York Yankees. 1.59 ERA. 18 Ks and 2 saves in his last 10 appearances. Tim Hill in his last 10 appearances, a .75 ERA, 7 Ks, and Tommy Kahnle, Tommy Tight Pants, like I like to call him, 9 strikeouts, 1.93 ERA in the last 10 games, 10 appearances. Absolutely brilliant. But now, tomorrow against Boston, you got to fire back. You have to fire back immediately. The vibes were so high. when Aaron Judge goes deep into the left field seats, hits a grand slam. The Bronx goes upside down. The stadium's rocking. It felt like a playoff atmosphere. And then tomorrow, which was heading into today, Saturday, Yankee fans are excited. Garrett Cole's on the mound. Now, we're going to walk Rafael Devers. We want absolutely no part in this. We're going to pitch like a bunch of chickens today. I'm not going to say the word probably people are thinking about. Starts with the letter P of what Garrett Cole was today. I'm not going to say it. I'm trying to keep this as PG as possible. But man, like, what are we doing with that? It just mind boggles me that, like, you're claimed an ace, you get paid the big bucks, and we're saying no to Rafael Devers. Don't give me the, oh, he's batting .350, Cole wants no part, good decision, all that. No. Absolutely not. And hey, if Devers did take him deep and it's 1-1, much better be tied 1-1 than all of a sudden after the fifth inning you're down 7-1 and it's like impossible to come back because Brian Bello is pitching like an elite pitcher and is absolutely shutting down everybody. Man, it just frustrates you as a fan. Like, you see one game like that and you see like, all right, man, this team might just never lose again. And then they pull that stunt. Like, okay, you had your fun on Friday. Saturday, we're going to, crush you guys. You guys are going to buy a bunch of, you guys are going to pack the house and all that. And we're going to play like garbage. It's unacceptable. It seems like the tug-of-war match is favoring the New York Yankees, which I do like. Like, I do want to win the division. Now, I know there is, of course, they could definitely win it as a wild card, and it might be better for them to get the bats going early than waiting around and seeing who they have to play. I'm in no disagreement. If they make the wild card and have to take on the Twins, sure, get the bats early hot, because I know for damn sure we can definitely beat the Minnesota Twins. Like, it's not that hard. Like, the Yankees historically have owned the Minnesota Twins. Like they have. Like, any playoff series you've seen recently with the Minnesota Twins and the New York Yankees just dominate. Home runs, grand slams, all of that. But, yeah, unacceptable from Garrett Cole, unacceptable from the Yanks. I don't like losing to Boston at all. And, in fact, I hate losing by a lot to Boston. Losing 7-1 is just, it's like, you know what it is? When the Yankees lose to Boston and they lose bad, it's just like that bad home cooked meal, if that makes any sense. Like, you come home, there's a home cooked meal, and it's just straight garbage. And I guess what I'm trying to compare is like the Yankees are at home and they play like garbage. The comparison that I just made is probably absolutely terrible, but it is what it is. And the Yankees just got to win tomorrow and, not split with Boston, because Baltimore is around the corner. You are taking on Baltimore very soon, and those games are the biggest games of the year. Before we sign off, let's just see if there's any update with the Baltimore Orioles game. And it's 4-0. Nice. So Baltimore is probably going to win tonight. Just lovely. I guess we'll check out the Yankees, their upcoming games. But, it's just so annoying to lose like that. So, yeah, the final series of the year is... So they got one more at Boston, or at New York, but it's against Boston. Then they got a little bit of a West Coast trip. They got Seattle, they got Oakland, and then they got the big bad Orioles. And then they got the Pirates to wrap up. Maybe we'll see Paul Skeens, maybe not. I don't know if he's still pitching or if they shut him down. I don't think they shut him down. I haven't seen anything. So maybe we'll see Paul Skeens at the end of the year. But regardless, Seattle, beatable team. Oakland, their fans don't even show up. Beatable team. Baltimore, buckle up, fellas, because that's going to be the absolute war. All games at 7:05, and there's a 3:05 for the end of the season, end of the regular season. 3:05 start for Pittsburgh. But yeah, we know what to do. Yanks got to come back firing. Aaron Judge, Soto, nothing to worry about. They'll be perfectly fine, despite little struggles. Anthony Volpe's got to get on the back on the the roller coaster that goes up, not the one that goes down. But yeah, regardless, this is a fun team. I love Jazz Chisholm. I love the additions. Love the bullpen. Love the starting rotation. Who is it going to be? Who's going to be the odd man out for the starting rotation to go into the pen? My opinion, it's probably Clark Schmidt, but I also wouldn't be shocked if it's Nestor Cortez. I guess the final update, since it just popped in my head, Marcus Stroman, they're skipping his start. He's going to the pen. Nestor's getting his start. But yeah, that's going to do it for this podcast. A nice, long Yankees podcast, of course. Got to win against the Baltimore Orioles. Got to win against Boston tomorrow. Let's do it. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Don't forget, hit that subscribe button that is on the screen now. Hit that notification bell. Tell your friends about this podcast. We need to get to 300 subs. We need to get to 1,000 eventually. Join the brand. Let's have a day tomorrow, and let's beat up Boston. Yeah! See you guys.